Most people thread their overlocker the wrong way, and that's why they keep having thread breakage and skipped stitches. In this video, I'll show you the correct order to thread your machine and a simple trick that will save you time and frustration. Let's begin. So we have 3 thread stand. You can also call this a spool pin. So because we have 3 thread stands, I'm going to be using 3 thread cones for it. Now we have 3 thread guides here. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to pass the first thread cone through this hole like this. We have another thread guide here. I'm going to pass my thread through here. Then I'm going to pass the thread through the third thread guide. Now remember, when we have 3 thread cones, I'm working with the first one first. So I'm going to pass my thread through this hole. Pay attention to all the holes I'm passing, because if you make a mistake, it's going to be a problem. Then I'll pass my thread through this tension desk. So before we continue, I'm going to open these face plates right here. So I'm going to pass my thread through this hole. I'm giving you another dimension. So I'm going to pass it through this looper. Then I'm going to pass it through here. So to pass it through this looper, you're going to pass it from the front to the back. So I'm going to pass it through here, just like this. Finally, for this first thread, I'm going to pass it through the eye of the needle from the front to the back. We are done threading the first thread. Let's move over to the second one. I'm going to pass this second one through the upper thread guide, just like we did before. So I'm going to pass it through the middle thread guide. Then I'll pass it through the lower thread guide. I'll pass it through this looper like this. Then I'll pass it through the tension disc. I'll pass it through this guide from front to the back. Before we continue threading, you need to open this side cover in order to continue threading. So we have 2 guides here, 1 and 2. I'm going to pass this through the first one. I'm I'm zooming it closer so you guys will see what I'm doing well. Then I'll pass it through this looper right here. I'll pass it through the looper. Please guys, just watch closely to see all the places I'm passing my thread. Alright, these loopers are just too much, but then once you follow my instruction, or once you just follow what I'm doing here, you're going to get it right. So in order to thread this second needle, I'll need to turn the hand wheel towards me in order to release the needle. Like, it needs to come back so you see it properly. So there's a hole at the back of this needle. I'm going to pass it from the back to the front. So it's going to pass from the back here and come out in front. Then finally I'll pass it through the eye of this needle. So that is it. We're done threading the second needle. I'll pass it to the back, then we'll move over to the third thread cone. I'm going to pass the thread through the top thread guide. Then I'll pass it through the middle thread guide. I'll pass it through the lower thread guide. I'm going to pass it through this looper from the back to the front. Then I'll fix it round this tension disc like this. Then I'll pass it again through this looper at the lower position on the tension disc. I'll pass it through this guide. I'll pass it through this looper. To continue threading, I'll have to turn the hand wheel in order to release the other parts of the looper so that I'll be able to thread them. So I'm going to pass it through this looper. Then I'll pass it through this looper as well. There's a looper here. I'm going to pass it through there. So before we can continue threading, I need to pass this thing through this large hole to come out from the other side. That is, before you can thread this part of the needle, you're going to need to do it from this other side. So I'm passing it through the hole. It's not passing through anything, just this large hole there. So it has passed through the hole. In order to see the needle, I'll have to turn the hand wheel towards me. Now it has released it. I can see it right now. So I'm going to pass my needle, my thread from the left to the right, just like this. Now once you thread this needle like this, you're going to have to pass it through the hole again. I'm not passing it through anything, not through the needle or through any looper. Just pass it through this hole to come out to the front, just like this. This is to enable me thread the other side of the third needle. So this is the third needle. I'm going to thread the eye right now. So we're done threading the third needle. So I'm going to pass it to the back so that everything will just be in one place before I'll start weaving, or before we can test what you have done so far. So to test what you have done, you're going to need to match the presser foot. Make sure your machine is properly plugged, and then you match the presser foot. Once it's coming like this, it means you have done a good job. Okay, so I'm going to test this on a scrap fabric to be sure we have done well. Guys, can you see what we have? This is so cool. This is so clean. This is what we have. Our machine is properly threaded. Now I'm just going to show you one last tip how to change the colors on like the colors of the thread in case you want to use another color that is not white. You don't have to go through this whole stress again. You simply cut it here, and then join the one you want to change it to like this by tying it. Tie once, reinforce the tying the second time. Yes, and you're done. So once you start weaving, the white thread is going to go out, and then this colored one is going to continue. So that is how to change your thread on a weaving machine. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and follow for more sewing tutorials.